So here we are in the ConvertKit landing pages and forms. And the difference here is that a landing page is going to be more elaborate. It's more of a complete page. It can include things like a video, explanation, or a bit of a sales page. And the form is much simpler. So let's get started with a form. Now you have a choice of a lot of different templates that you can use. I'm just going to go for this super basic one here, which is called Mills. And we want to give them a really compelling reason why they might want to sign up. So first of all, I'm going to give as the headline, build your email list from zero. Okay, so people are going to understand that's the benefit they're going to get. Why is that valuable? Here's a step-by-step guide to building your email list using ConvertKit. And I've added this thing and it works even if you're not too tech savvy. So there are many other ways of changing these forms. You can play with the settings, but I really want to keep this as simple as possible. But you can add in something like a first name, a custom field. I'm not going to get into any of that at the moment. I really just want the basic, here is your email address. So I'm going to delete that field, but I could actually have as a custom field something like first name. That's beyond the scope of this course, but that's how you would do it. I would encourage you not to ask too many questions on a form like this. The simpler, the better. So we're going to click Save here. Actually, I better change this name here to what this form is about. So that's the course they're going to get, is the ConvertKit email sequence setup. This is going to teach them how to do that. You can change your background colors, all kinds of things. Put a background image in there as well. So I'm going to click Save here. So your form has been saved. The problem is, how is the form going to connect to the sequence so that when people do sign up for the form, they start to get the first email? I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment. Now, there are a few ways of copying the form. You can preview it first. Here is what it's going to look like. You can embed it. And embedding it means that you can copy this form, whether you're using JavaScript, HTML, and if you're not sure about any of this, you could simply copy that form and make that a hyperlink in your YouTube channel description, in your video description. Click on this link. It's not a very pretty link, but it will do the job. And then you can always enhance it later and make it more pretty. If you're running WordPress, there is a plugin that you can use. Once again, beyond the scope of this. So that's the form. How are we going to get it into the sequence? Well, how are we going to get people who sign up for that form to get into the sequence? So here's how. You go to automations and we're going to create a new automation. We could browse the templates, or in fact we're just going to make it a really simple one. Once they join a form, well, which form is that? We've already got the form, and that's this one here. So once they join a form, we're going to get them into a sequence, an email sequence. Once again, we've got the sequence. Create an email sequence in ConvertKit. That's the name of the sequence. And then we do add the action. And so what happens is that people are going to come into this form, and then once they get through that signing up of the form, they confirm their email address. They will start to receive whatever's in that sequence. And as we know, that sequence contains the list of our emails. Remember, I need to change each of these emails from draft to active. It's very important. If I don't do that, I can just do that right here. And if I don't do that, we're going to be in trouble. This one is already set to active. Then I can do save all. And now what we've got is this entry point. So they come from your website or from YouTube, and then they come into this form, they see this form, and then through the sequence. And we haven't spoken about what's going to happen at the end when they leave the sequence yet, but that's in a later video. Now we should also change this automation too, to say what it's about. And we will also need to activate, to turn the automation on, just as we need to move those emails from draft to active. If it's paused, then we're going to have our subscribers just sitting here, which is not going to be good.